Hello, my name is Jamie Forbes Mercadante, and this is my 40-minute Vinyasa Flow. So come to the top of your mat to begin. Bring your hands at heart center and connect to your breath. Inhale, reaching the arms up. And with your exhale, forward fold, relaxing your head and your neck. Halfway lift, lengthening your spine. Plant your hands, step back, downward facing dog. And pedaling out through your feet, reaching your tailbone up towards the ceiling. Head and neck are relaxed. Reaching your right leg up, bend your knee, open up your hip. Staying connected to your breath. And bring your right foot to the outside of your right hand for a lizard. Dropping down to your left knee, untuck your back toes, and you can come down to your forearms like I am, or you can use a block if you need to bring the mat closer to you, or you can stay on your palms. So whatever is comfortable for you. Just stretching out your left hip flexor and your right outer hip, connecting to your breath. And from here, start to notice how you are feeling physically, mentally, as well as emotionally. Continuing to breathe here. Pressing up onto your palms, bring it back to downward facing dog. With your inhale, stretching your left leg up, bend your knee, open up your hip. Keep rooting down through your palms, lengthening your spine, relaxing your right heel. Taking your time, bring the left foot to the outside of your left hand, coming down to lizard on your left side. So like me, I went down to my forearms like I did on the right side. So whatever you did on the opposite side, try to mimic to create balance. Staying connected to your breath, inhaling and exhaling through your nose. Start to notice how this side feels compared to the right side. Pressing up onto your palms, bring it back, downward facing dog. Taking your time with the inhale, come forward, find your plank. Exhale through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Taking your time, traveling to the top of your mat, step or hop. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up, palms meet at the top. Exhale, hands to heart center. Sitting low in your chair, Utkatasana. Bring your hands to your heart, right elbow to the outside of your left knee, finding a twist. Weight is in your heels, knees are in line with one another. Coming back through center, hands to your heart. Left elbow to the outside of your right knee, twisting in the opposite direction. Keep drawing your navel in, drawing the palms towards one another. Reach it forward, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant your hands, jump back, chaturanga. Up dog. Exhale, down dog. Lifting your right leg, bend your knee, open up the hip. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale, right knee, left tricep. Kick it out to the left. Inhale, the left hand up. Bring it back down to the mat. Swing the right knee over to the right. Low lunge. Dropping down to the back knee. Reaching towards the mat. Then inhale the arms up. And interlace the fingers back behind you. Opening up your chest and shoulders. So untucking the back toes, feeling the stretch in your left leg. Keep sinking into your right knee. And if it's comfortable for you, keeping your back toes untucked, lift the left knee up. Bring the arms into goal post. Stretching out the left hip flexor. Frame the foot, plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Downward facing dog. Lifting your left leg, bend the knee, open up the hip. Exhale, knee to nose, bring the shoulders forward. Three-legged dog. Left knee, right tricep, kick it out to the right, lifting the right hand up. Ground down through the right hand, and then come into your low lunge on the left side. Inhale the arms up. And then interlace the fingers back behind you, opposite thumb on top, stretching out your chest and your shoulders. Keep sinking into your front knee. Arms reach up again. And if it's comfortable, lifting the right knee up with the back toes untucked, stretching out the right hip flexor, arms in goal post. And dropping the right knee down, frame the front foot, plank. Exhale, chaturanga, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And breathing here, about 4 full inhales, 4 full exhales. Taking your time, travel to the top of your mat, step or hop. Halfway lift on the inhale, exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Full inhale, arms reaching up. Swan dive, forward fold, exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant the hands, jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Lift the right leg up, bend your knee, open up the hip. Exhale, right knee, right tricep, three-legged dog. Right knee, left tricep, three-legged. Again, right knee, right tricep. Inhale it back, three-legged. Exhale, right knee, left tricep. Stretch it out, and one more time. Inhale it, three-legged. Exhale. Inhale, three-legged. Bring it through. Warrior two. Heel to arch alignment. Cartwheel the arms up. Sink into your right knee. Try not to grip with your front toes. Keeping the navel drawn in, coming into half archer. So bending through the right elbow. With your left hand, grab hold of it and stretch out your right shoulder. Your heart is lifted, your tailbone is slightly tucked. And keep pressing into the outer edge of your left foot. Release the arms, interlace the fingers back behind you, open up the chest. Diving warrior, right shoulder to the inside of your right knee. Navel drawn in, breathing here. Peaceful warrior, trace the right hand back, straighten the front leg, and then sink into it. Take a half bind with the left hand, grab hold of the right thigh. And then slowly come into extended side angle, grounding the right palm down to the inside of your right foot. Keep spiraling your right ribs up towards the ceiling, drawing your left shoulder back, navel drawn in, Release the half bind, stretch the left hand forward. Warrior two. Cartwheel the hands down, downward facing dog. Bring it forward, find your plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Repeating this on the left side, left leg lifts. Bend the knee, open up the hip. Exhale, knee to nose, three-legged dog. Left knee, left tricep, inhale it back. Exhale, left knee, right tricep, inhale it back. Again. Bring it to the right, three-legged. One more time, three-legged. And then come into warrior two. Heel to arch, cartwheel it up. And again, sink into your front knee. Finding half archer, left arm reaches up, right hand grabs hold of the elbow. Just deepen your breath here. Core is engaged by drawing the navel in, leaning your head back into your left arm. Releasing. Interlace the fingers back behind you, opposite thumb on top. Diving warrior, left shoulder to the inside of your left knee. Keep rooting down through the outer edge of your right foot. Peaceful warrior, but straighten that left leg and then sink into it. Breathe into your left side body, taking your half bind here. And then slowly find extended side angle. Left palm grounds to the inside of your left foot, opening up through the right shoulder. So really trying to engage your back leg just as much as you are using your front leg. Right arm over the right ear, stretch it. Warrior two. Cartwheel it down, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take about 5 full inhales, 5 full exhales here. Doing some tuck jumps, taking about 5. Top of the mat, halfway lift, exhale, fold, reach all the way up, exhale, hands to heart center. Taking the feet hip distance apart. Standing on your right foot, draw the left knee into your chest. Coming into standing pigeon here, cross your left ankle over your right knee. Breathe into your left outer hip. And then hand to big toe pose. Grab hold of your left big toe with your peace fingers. Extend your left leg long, raising the right arm up. Soft bend in your standing leg. Letting go, pointing through the left toes, and then trace it back, Virabhadrasana 3. Keep reaching through your left heel and bend into your front knee, high lunge. Inhale the arms up, goalpost the arms, and then drop it all the way down to low lunge. Interlace the fingers, open up the chest again. Keep sinking into your front knee, shifting your right hip back, left hip forward. Inhale, arms reach up. Framing the foot, half moon, Artichondrasana, stacking your left hip on top of the right. And trying to stack your left shoulder on top of the right shoulder as well. Keep reaching through the left heel. Three-legged dog, right leg is lifted. Opening up the hip here and then dropping all the way down, Marichyasana. finding your twist, then coming back, three-legged dog, finding a falling triangle again, reaching the left arm up, then left hand grounds, knee to nose, three-legged, bring it through, Virabhadrasana 2. Warrior 2, sink into your front knee. And slowly straighten the front leg, point your toes to the long edge of your mat, inhale the arms up, interlace the fingers back behind you, open up your chest on the inhale. With your exhale, forward fold. So with coming into your wide-legged forward fold, have your toes point slightly in, heels slightly out. Working towards drawing your torso in between your thighs, reaching your tailbone up towards the ceiling. Halfway lift, then frame your right foot, pop the left foot in for a pyramid. Exhale, folding over the right leg, shifting the right hip back, left hip forward. Maybe stretch the hands back. Breathing here. Then Jiva squat, draw the left knee back behind the right. And with the exhale, bring your left hand down, inhale your right arm up, twisting towards your right leg. Then draw the left knee back up into your chest, foot is flexed, and then exhale, release it down. Switching sides, standing pigeon on the left side, crossing the right ankle over, breathing into your right outer hip. Then standing hand to big toe pose, peace fingers grab hold of your right big toe, soft bend in your left leg. Releasing, finding warrior 3. Just taking your time here, reach through the right heel, bend into your left knee, find your high lunge, inhale the arms up, goalpost the arms, then drop it into low lunge. Interlace the fingers, opposite thumb on top, stretching out the chest and the shoulders again. Arms reach up. Half moon pose. Left hand goes down, stacking the right hip on top of the left. Opening up your chest. Dropping the right hand down, three-legged dog, bring it back. Knee to nose, inhale three-legged. Left knee, right tricep, kick it out. Inhale the right arm up, falling triangle. Ground down through the right hand, three-legged dog. Warrior 2. Cartwheel up, sink into it. Taking your time, straighten the left leg, point the toes towards the long edge of the mat. Inhale the arms, interlace the fingers, opposite thumb on top. With your exhale, forward fold. Keep drawing your knuckles away from you. Bring the heels of the hands together, rock the weight forward towards the balls of your feet. Hands ground, halfway lift. Then frame your front foot, pop the right foot in, feet are about hip distance apart, and find your pyramid on the left side. Having it active here, shifting the left hip back, right hip forward, reaching the hands back if that's comfortable for you. Jiva squat again, right knee back behind the left. Ground down through the right hand. Inhale the left arm up, finding a twist. Draw the right knee into your chest. Foot is flexed. And exhale, ground down, Tadasana. Just pause here and breathe. Inhale, reach the arms up. Swan dive, forward fold, exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Bend the hands, jump back, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Right leg lifts. Bend your knee, open up the hip. And find pigeon on your right side. So tucking your left toes, walk your left knee back. Shifting the right hip back, left hip forward. You can stay upright or ground down through your forearms. You can always place a blanket underneath your right hip if you need a little bit of padding. Staying connected to your breath. And if it's comfortable for you, walk the hands out, fold over your front leg. So really deepen your breath around your right hip. Take your time, walk the hands towards the front leg. Open up the chest. And bring it back, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts, opening up the hip. And bring it through, finding pigeon on the left side. So making sure that your right leg is straight back. And shifting off of your front hip. Coming back down to your forearms. And again, just noticing how this side feels compared to your right side. Maybe fold over your front leg and deepen your breath. Slowly start to walk your hands towards your left leg. Tuck your back toes, downward facing dog. And find child's pose. Extended child's pose with your knees wide. Big toes to touch. Stretch your arms away from you as you relax your forehead down. And staying present, staying connected here. Let's have a seat. So options here to either come into Baddha Konasana, bound angle with the soles of the feet together, or if you have lotus in your practice, start with your right leg first, and then crossing your left leg on top. So just a different form of a hip flexor stretch. So you will come up onto your knees, walk the hands out, and with your lotus legs reclining onto your chest. So this may not be for everyone, but if you have lotus and care to try it, go for it. Just breathe into the front part of your body. And switching sides, turning your head in the opposite direction. Just breathing here. So you're either here or you're staying in bound angle pose with the soles of the feet together, and you are sitting upright. So if you are in this lotus position, walk the hands towards you, and we can try the arm balance here. Point the fingers towards you. Bend through the elbows as you draw the elbows in. So your belly is resting on your elbows. You are lifting the legs up, sending the crown of the head forward. And then drop it down. Release the legs. Shake the legs out. In Paschimottanasana, fold over. Knees can be bent to give your lower back some release, but breathe into your hamstrings. Taking your time. And collarbone stretch, knees are bent. Point the fingers away from you and draw the shoulder blades towards one another. And to increase the stretch, lift your tailbone and bring your tailbone towards your heels. Bend through your elbows and tuck your chin towards your chest. So this is great to open up the chest and the shoulders. Just notice. Palms are flat. Hands are about shoulder width apart, but you're drawing your elbows in. Your shoulders are peeled back, and you are deepening your breath. And finding stillness here. And come out of it, straighten the arms. Recline all the way down. We're going to do a couple of back bends. So we're going to start with bridge. Soles of the feet are flat down, feet are hip distance apart. Fingertips can touch your heels. With your inhale, lift your tailbone up. Interlace your fingers and tuck the shoulders underneath you. So engaging your glutes, draw your inner thighs towards one another and keep lifting your chest up towards your chin. And deepen your breath. So if bridge feels good to you, you can do this about 2 more times. If you have Urdhva Dhanurasana, wheel pose in your practice, wish to take it, you can come into that after this bridge. We held this first one for quite a while. Just continue to deepen your breath. Then lower all the way down. Lift both legs up to release your lower back. So again, either coming back into bridge or finding wheel. It always takes me a minute to prepare for wheel. So feet hip distance apart, really try to have your toes point forward. Hands are by your ears. Send your lower back down. And then slowly start to press through your feet. Lift your tailbone up. Press into your hands. So engaging your glutes. Keep trying to send your shoulders past your wrist. Deepening your breath here. Tuck your chin into your chest, drop it all the way down, and again lift both legs up. Coming into our third back bend, so you can come back into bridge, or you can come back into wheel. Hands by the ears, sending the lower back down. Taking your time. Of course, if you have it, go ahead and go for it, but press through the feet, lifting up. Really try to straighten your arms. Engaging your glutes. Keep pressing into your feet. Maybe walk the hands back. Breathe into your chest. Chin into chest, lower all the way down. Legs lift up again to release your lower back. Draw the knees in and take a spinal twist. So either direction, right or left, dropping both knees, but keep your shoulder blades down onto the mat. And just close your eyes here. Taking your time, switching sides. Start to notice the effects of your back bends, the effects of your practice so far. And come on up to seated. We are going to come into an inversion, but first we're going to do extended puppy pose. So have your hips in line with your knees. Keep your knees hip distance apart, toes are tucked. And as you walk your hands away from you, start to sink your chest down towards the floor. You can either rest your forehead on the mat, or like I'm doing, you can drop your chin down. And if your shoulders and chest feel tight, take your hands as wide as your mat, but if not, just keep your arms about shoulder width apart. Deepen your breath here. So breathing into your lower back, your thoracic spine, your chest. And then press into the palms, lift the elbows. Yep, so now we are going into an inversion. So I'm going to be taking headstand. I had to take my hair down because I wouldn't be able to balance on my head with my bun. So if you don't have headstand in your practice, you can always find some wall space and do legs up the wall. But if not, coming down to your head, interlace the fingers and just kind of cradle the back of your head with your palms. And like I did, just walking the feet towards you and floating the legs up. So in Sirsasana headstand, try to lengthen out your inhales and your exhales. Eyes can be open or closed, but keep engaging through your legs. So really reaching your feet up towards the ceiling, squeezing your inner thighs towards one another. Core is engaged by drawing the navel in. And of course, you are grounded through your elbows, your forearms. Try not to put pressure on the crown of your head. Go ahead and float the legs down, or just drop it down and come into extended child's pose again. And deepen your breath. And relaxing here. And slowly come all the way up. And make your way into Shavasana. So lying flat on your back, extending your legs, extending your arms, coming back to your natural breath. Just allow your body to relax, staying present. We'll be here for just a little bit longer. Allow the soles of your feet to come together, placing your right hand on your heart, your left hand on your abdomen. Start to deepen your breath. Start to, in a way, wake your body up by breathing into your palms, keeping the legs in bound angle. Take your hands to the outside of your thighs and draw your knees together. Roll over to your right side. Slowly press yourself all the way up. Bring your hands together at your heart. Thank you for sharing your time as well as your practice with me. Namaste.